Everybody, this is a continuation of um, my last post there about short stories for oral Spanish. And what this is just me reading three stories in Spanish from this book here, Short Stories for Oral Spanish, very old book, very useful at the same time. The first story that I'm going to be reading today is called La Navaja, and I want you guys to listen as best as you can and see if you can understand what I'm saying. I'm going to read really slowly, and then afterwards I'm going to go through and kind of translate it for you guys so that you will know what it says in English. All right. So again, the name of the first story is called La Navaja. Un muchachito halla una navaja en la calle. La coge y la examina. La navaja tiene varias hojas y un tirabuzón. Observa que viene hacia él un señor que busca algo en la calle. El muchacho se acerca al señor, saludándole con cortesía. Este le pregunta, ¿ha hallado usted una navaja con varias hojas? El muchacho saca la navaja de su bolsillo y se la da al señor. Muchas gracias, dice el caballero y se va. Alright, this story is about a boy. I don't know if you caught that word, un muchachito, a little boy, and he found a navaja, which is a Swiss Army knife kind of that thing, pocket knife, on the street. And he picks it up and he examines it, and he sees that it's got varias hojas, many blades. Hojas means blades. It also means a leaf. It could also mean a leaf, like a leaf on a tree, and it also could mean pages in a book. So there are 3D meanings to that. And un tirabuzón. Tirabuzón is a corkscrew. And he observes that this guy is coming towards him, this caballero, which is a gentleman, and the man is looking in the street for something. And the man just comes up to the boy and says, "Have you seen a navaja con varias hojas, a pocket knife with many blades?" And the boy, he took the navaja out of his bolsillo, which is a pocket in Spanish. That's how you say pocket, bolsillo, and he gave it to the man. And the man says, "Muchas gracias," and he goes. So that's the story for La Navaja. All right, and I'm gonna put these the text for each of these stories on my webpage, edufire.com. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. You guys can go there, click on the link and go edufire.com and read the text. You can also see the vocabulary words that I was telling you about. For example, La Navaja, tirabuzón, just in case you don't remember. And then we're going to go on to the next story. El estornino. Okay? Un estornino tiene sed. Quiere beber en una botella. Pero su pico es demasiado corto. Golpea la botella para romperla. Pero el vidrio es demasiado duro. Procura hacerla caer, pero es demasiado pesada. Entonces trae guijarrillos y los echa dentro. La agua supe. El pájaro trae siempre this is a very hard word to pronounce. Guijarrillos. Al fin puede beber con facilidad. Alright, so now this is about un estornino, which is about a type of bird. When the lady that I was helping me learn Spanish, we were trying to figure out what this word meant, and we couldn't find it in the dictionary. So if I find out what the meaning of the word is later, I'll post it for you guys. But it's a bird. We know that's for sure because it says its pico, which is its beak, is too short. So what it's saying is this bird, it wants to drink out of a bottle of water. But its pico is demasiado corto. It's too short. He hits the bottle, trying to break it, tratando de romperla, but the glass, which is vidrio, is too hard, demasiado duro. He tries to make it fall, caer, but it's too heavy, so he can't. It won't fall off the ledge or whatever it is. Then he tries some rocks. I'm believing that's what it is. The guijarrillos. little pebbles, and he throws them into the bottle, and it's gonna rise up the level of the water, and it keeps on going. So the water goes up. Y el pájaro, he always tries the little rocks afterwards because now he's able to drink with ease. All right. So the next story is called, the last story as well, is called Una carta. Una carta. Tengo que escribir una carta. Tomó un pliego de papel de la cajita y lo pongo en la mesa delante de mí. Cojo una pluma y lo mojó en la tinta. Después de escribir, secó lo que escrito con papel secante. Tomó, tomó un sobre, lo abrió, dobló la carta, la metió en el sobre y el cerró. Después de cerrar el sobre, escribió la dirección. Pegó un sello de correo en el ángulo derecho superior del sobre y lo echó en el buzón. Alright, now this is a little bit more complicated because this is using past tense in this story. And what it's saying is, I have to write a letter. Una carta. That's what it is in Spanish, how you say a letter. And he takes a sheet of paper and he takes it out of this box because this is written a long time ago, in 1917. So they still use some, they used to use fountain pens. They didn't have ballpoint pens back then or internet. So they were writing with, still with fountain pens or with the la pluma, with a feather pen, which is today what we call a pen anyways. So he takes it out and he wets it with ink, tinta. That's what you call ink in Spanish, tinta. And then before he writes, he dries, or before he finishes reading, sorry, got a little lost in translation there, he dries it with another piece of paper, because this is what they had to do. They had to use blotting paper to dry up the ink. Otherwise, when you folded it, it would smear all over the place and you would never be able to understand what the person had written. So that's what he did. And then he takes a letter, an envelope, pardon me, un sobre, that's what you call an envelope, and he opens it, and he folds the letter, and he puts it inside of el sobre, the envelope, and he closes it, la cierro. And then after closing the letter, he puts the direction, la dirección is the address, and he puts it in a stamp on the ángulo derecho superior, which is the upper right hand corner of the letter, and he puts it in el buzón, which is the mailbox. Alright, so I'm gonna have this here, the text for you guys on my website. You can go there and you can read it if you need to, and hopefully you guys have learned a couple new words today in Spanish. Alrighty, and again, visit my website at www.edufire.com/larnell_smith. I'm going to write it out just for your ease. I also teach Spanish on the website, so if you feel like you want to go learn a little bit more Spanish, you can go there. I have a free introductory course in Spanish that I offer Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and you can buzz me if you want to have a private class as well. Okay, have a good day and happy learning. Hasta luego.